Hello and welcome to my videos. I think this is what I think I would call it, book reader. And what is thing when I, it's a thing when I it's a video, blog, stupid that way. It's a video thing when I just take books or comic books and I read them and try to stay in character. So, oh yeah, I should probably fill you in on this. Well, the book I'm going to be reading is Batman: The Dark Knight Returns. You see, this comic is an alternate timeline of after the Batman comic A Death in the Family, when Jason Todd, the second Robin, was murdered by the Joker. And after that, this is somewhat of an alternate timeline in this comic book, and it's when Batman retires after those events, and he's in his 50s. So basically, this is about his return to crime fighting. And I should probably let you know, though, there were 4 issues made, and I'd recommend getting the book first before pretty much just listening to me reading it to you, well, whoever's watching this. So either that, or you could look it up on YouTube. You could probably find it and you could read it on YouTube. Or you just want to listen to me read anyway. So okay, fuck it. Alright, so without further ado, let's dive right into Batman: The Dark Knight Returns. Oh yeah, and here's my dog, Nico. Hey, puppy. Hey, puppy. Hey, yo, puppy, whoopee, shinoppy. You're such a cute patootie, aren't you? Why are you such an attention whore? No, I'm just joking, I love you. Alright, lay down. Lay down, Nico. Lay down. 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 Okay, fine. You want to be that way? Okay. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down, Nico. Lay down. Excuse me. Lay down. Lay down. I said lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Nico, lay down. Lay down. There we go. Good boy. Good boy. There we go. So, I apologize if I stop on some lines or something because of either something else or this freaking attention whore. I love you, puppy. So, without further ado, let's dive right into The Dark Knight Returns. Excuse me. I've got the home stretch all to myself. When the readings stop making sense, I switch to manual. Bruce, this is Carol. You're going too fast. But the computer crosses its own circuits and refuses to let go. I coax it. It isn't programmed to. Bruce! Bruce, you son of a. Ksh! It shoves hot needles in my face and tries to make me blind. I'm in charge now, and I like it. Then the front end lurches. All wrong. I know what's coming. I've got just under 2 seconds to shut the mess down and forfeit the race. The engine, angry, urges the point with me. The finish line is close. It roars too close. The left front tire decides to turn on all on its own. I laugh at it and jerk the steering wheel to the right. The nose digs up a chunk of macadam. I look at it. Then straight into the eye of the sun. This would be a good death, but not good enough. Spectacular finish to the Newman elimination as the first 6,000 pinwheeled across the finish line A flaming coffin for Bruce Wayne. Or so everyone thought. Turns out the billionaire bailed out at the last second, suffered only superficial burns. Lola? Thanks, Bill. I'm surprised anyone can even think of sports in this weather. Right, Dave? Right, Lola. At Gotham's significant Twin Towers, it's 97 with no relief in sight. Thanks, Dave. This heat wave has sparked many acts of civil violence here in Gotham City. Oh yeah, and I should probably warn you I might sometimes stutter. Oh yeah, and if you want to see the art, there you go. Side? Okay, good. The most hideous of which has to be the brutal slaying of the... The most hideous of which has to be the brutal slaying of 3 nuns last week by the gang known as the Mutants. And today, police found a death threat nailed to the door of the office of Police Commissioner James Gordon. Gordon, facing retirement on his 70th birthday next month, spoke to a News 2 reporter. I've got 4 weeks to nail those bastards. If this means they're willing to take me on, I'm delighted. Ironically, today also marks the 10th anniversary of the last recorded sighting of the Batman. Dead or retired, his fate remains unknown. Our younger viewers will not remember the Batman. A recent survey shows that most high schoolers consider him a myth. But real he was. Even today, debate continues to the right and wrong of his own. His one-man war on crime. This reporter would like to think that he's alive and well, enjoying a celebratory drink in the company of friends. To Batman, it's good that he retired, isn't it? I'm grateful he survived retiring. He didn't, but Bruce Wayne is, alive and well. Got to hear that you certainly learned to drink. Remember the old days, Bruce? The Playboy routine? You with your ginger ale pretending it was champagne, fooling everybody? Almost. I'd almost worry. Spoken a dick lately? Not for 7 years, Jim. You know that. Still, I'm damn sorry about that. Especially with what happened to Jason. Let's call it a night, Jim. As we part, Jim squeezes my shoulder and grins. You just need a woman, he says. While in my gut, the creature writhes and snarls and tells me what I need. I leave my car unlocked. I can't stand to be inside anything right now. I walk the streets of this city I'm learning to hate. The city that's given up, like the whole world seems to have. I'm a zombie, a Flying Dutchman, a dead man, 10 years dead. I'll feel better in the morning. At least, I'll feel it less. It's a night when the city's smell call out to him, though I lie between silk sheets in a $1 million mansion miles away. When the police siren wakes me, and for a moment, I forget that it's all over. But Batman was a young man. If it was revenge he was after, he's taken it. It's been 40 years since he was born. Born here. Once again he's brought me back to show me how little has changed. It's older, dirtier, but it could have happened yesterday. It could be happening right now. They could be lying at your feet, twitching, bleeding. And the man who stole all sense from your life, he could be standing right over there. He sees us! Get around behind him! Come on, honey, slice and dice. I don't know, man, he's awful big. It is him. It is. And we know so many ways to hurt him. So many lovely ways to punish him. No, it's not him. Slice and dice. We got a quota. So many. I don't know, man. Look at him. He's into it. Not him. He flinched when he pulled the trigger. He was sick and guilty over what he did. Can't do murders when they're into it. All he wanted was money. I was naive enough to think him the lowest sort of man. Let's hit the arcade, man. These These are his children, a purer breed. Always a good time at the arcade. And this world is theirs. Excuse me. Butchery of every member of the family, the mutant organization is believed to have committed this atrocity for money the family had. Something under $12. This is considered a drug-related crime at present. But surely this heat wave is a factor. Right, Doc? Absolutely, Bill. Rough month in a big town. Right now, the mercury is climbing to an unseasonal 103. And it looks like it's going to get worse before it gets better. This just in. A dead cat has been found stapled to the door of the First Church of Christ the Redeemer. The immune gang is suspected. 99 degrees and the air conditioner blows. Water's out in my building, too. Couldn't even take a shower this morning. You know what I hate most about the heat? It's the way your underwear sticks to. Shut up. Yeah, well, you don't see him sweating. Just look at him. You look at him. He makes me sick. Yeah, well, guess being crazy has its moments. Been a long time since any of these guys had moments. When I came here, they said I could never be cured. Alright, before I go any further, I should let you know, the man these two people were talking about was the Joker. You see, in what happened also in the alternate future was that the Joker somewhat isn't doing any crime anymore because there was no point because Batman retired and he didn't. Well, he obviously doesn't know who Batman is, but he was definitely sad about him being gone. So he was somewhat in a awake but yet no brain activity, comatose. So yeah. And Harvey Dent has been committed to the Arkham home for emotionally troubled, which is, I think, maybe Arkham Asylum. But without further ado, let's continue. We know what they said, Harvey, but that's history. Surgical procedures have improved, as have psychiatric. You're fit to return to society, no matter what our septuagenarian police commissioner says. Maybe Gordon is right about me. Nonsense. Gordon's just gone senile. Dr. Willing isn't qualified to judge that, but I concur. Thank you, Dr. Walper. And now, Harvey Dent. Meet Harvey Dent. Oh, my God. What can I say? And what happened was Harvey's face was, which is Two-Face, had his burnt half fixed and repaired surgically. Excuse me. So yeah, that's what happened. Thank you, Tom. A new life begins today for Harvey Dent. Dent, a former district attorney, became obsessed with the number 2 when half his face was scarred by acid. But Dent believed his disfiguration revealed a hidden evil side to his nature. He adopted as his personal symbol a dollar coin, one side of which was defaced to represent the wearing sides of his split personality. A flip of the coin could mean life or death for his victims. Dent's crimes were brilliantly pathological, the most horrendous of which was his last. The kidnapping and ransoming of Siamese twins, one of whom he attempted to murder even after the ransom was paid. He was apprehended in the act of Gotham's famous vigilante, Batman, and committed to Arkham Asylum 12 years ago. For the past 3 years, Dent has been treated by Dr. Bartholomew Walper for his psychosis, while Nobel Prize-winning plastic surgeon Dr. Herbert Willing dedicated himself to restoring the face of Harvey Dent. Speaking today, both doctors were jubilant. Harvey's ready to look at the world and say, hey, I'm okay. And he looks great. Dent read a brief statement to the media. I do not ask Gotham City to forgive my crimes. I must earn that by dedicating myself to public service. For me, this is the end of a long nightmare and the first step on the long road to absolution. Next, Dent drew found applause by producing newly minted dollar coin. It was, of course, unmarked, but Police Commissioner Gordon's reaction to Dent's release was not enthusiastic. No, I am not satisfied. Dr. Walper's report seems overly optimistic, not to mention sloppy. While billionaire Bruce Wayne, who sponsored Dent's treatment, had this to say. Gordon's remarks seem overly pessimistic, not to mention rude. The commissioner is an excellent cop, but I think, a poor judge of character, we must believe in Harvey Dent. We must believe that our private demons can be defeated. Faster than a rabbit. Faster than a rabbit, Mom! Just watch! Look at that boy run. We've got an athlete on our hands. Bruce, what are you going to do with it when you catch? Don't go in the hole. Won't get away from me. Bruce! This is a dream that Bruce is having. Oof! Ow! No! Go away! Go away! Then something shuffles out of sight. Something sucks the stale air and hisses, gliding with ancient grace, unwilling to retreat as his brothers did, eyes gleaming, untouched by love or joy or sorrow, breath hot with the taste of fallen foes, a stench of dead things, damned things, surely the fiercest survivor, the purest warrior, glaring, hating, claiming me as its own. Dreaming. I was only 6 years old when that happened, when I first saw the cave. Huge, empty, silent as a church, waiting as a bat was waiting. And now the cobwebs grow and dust thickens in here as it does in me. And he laughs at me, curses me, calls me a fool. He fills my sleep. He tricks me, brings me here when the night is long and my will is weak. He struggles relentlessly, hatefully to be free. I would not let him. I gave my word for Jason. Never, never again. Master Bruce? You set off the alarm, sir. This somnambulism is becoming a bit of a problem, certainly for those of us with a percent for sleeping in our beds. It's the spirits, I suspect, tends to make one overly sentimental. Come, sir, hardly the hour for antics, is it? Hardly, Alfred. Sorry to wake you. It is 3:30. Master Bruce, what happened to your mustache? For me, this is the end of a long nightmare, and the first step on the long road to absolution. Those were the last words spoken in public by Harvey Dent before his disappearance this morning. While Police Commissioner Gordon issued an all-points bulletin for Dent, one voice was raised in protest. That of Dr. Bartholomew Walper, Dent's psychiatrist. So what do you think? I think it's still goddamn hot, and I think he should see it or fold. Gordon's reaction is one of Gordon's reaction is... I apologize. I should apologize for misreading some stuff in this character. Gordon's reaction is one of textbook hysteria. I mean Dent, not dipstick here. So do I, oughta see it or fold. We've been getting by it without him. By characteristic insensitivity, Harvey, on the other hand, is an extremely sensitive man. I mean, it ain't been great, that's right. An extremely vulnerable emotional condition, I believe. And we made some great scores with old Face. No denying it. Not Sam Folden. That he has sought some much-needed privacy. About time. Yeah. Our den needs our support. Our concerns, not to be hunted down like a wild... Who the hell? Who is that? Why? Uh-huh. Going for a gun. I don't think so. I'll see you in rays. 14 cases of the heat prostration as temperature scored a record-breaking 12 degrees past the 100 mark. But there is hope, folks, in the form of a cold front charging from the Midwest. It may reach us as early as tonight. That will be all, Master Bruce. I'm hoping that the next generation of the Wayne family shan't face an empty wine cellar, though given your social schedule of late, the prospects of three being a next generation. That will be all, Alfred. Good night. Tonight's presentation of Hollywood's finest, Tyrone Power in The Mark of Zorro. Zorro. I should have checked the listings. I should turn it off. Right this second. Just a movie. That's all it is. No harm in watching a movie. You loved it so much. You jumped and danced like a fool. You remember. You remember that night. And it shows a flashback. Bruce is remembering his parents. That time when he pretty much, that moment when his parents were murdered. They were walking to the lamppost. Excuse me. And they got shot. Sad. And his father tried to defend him, shield him behind him, put him behind his back, but his father died while trying to protect Bruce. His mother struggled, but got hit and died too. Children were last seen with two young men who were dressed in the distinctive costume of the mutant gang. Anyone with any information regarding the children is urged to call the crisis hotline. 4 killed in a senseless attack on subway deaths reached an all-time high this rape and mutilation of Here's Dave with some good news. Dave? Right, Lola. Right as rain. The heat's finally going to break. But we're in for a whopper of a The time has come. You know it in your soul. For I am your soul. You cannot escape me. You are puny. You are small. You are nothing. A hollow shell. A rusty trap that cannot hold me. Smoldering, I burn you. Burning you, I flare, and bright and fierce and beautiful. You cannot stop me, not with wine or vows, or the weight of age. You cannot stop me, but still you try, still you run. You try to drown me out, but your voice is weak. Beep. Miss Wayne, this is Harvey Dent. I just want to thank you. You've done so much. I feel so whole, so free. I want you to know that someday I'll find a way to repay you. Click. Beep. Bruce, Clark, just thought you should know. I'll be out of town for the next few weeks. Way out of town. Beep. Selena. Bruce, I'm lonely. And Bruce would slowly start to realize that he need to go back to crime fighting. And this is when The Dark Knight Returns. If you had the comic book, you'd see how it was going. I'd recommend you buying the comic book before going any further. Or just, yeah, like, you know. But if you insist on listening, okay. I might as well describe. Slowly, Bruce rises, and as he's rising, through the window, there's a shadow of a bat. He opens his eyes, the bat crashes, which is a psychological thing, meaning the bat returns. Power lines are down all over the suburbs. It's a mean one, and it's headed straight for Gotham. Like the wrath of God, it's headed for Gotham. Straight out of nowhere this comes, and have I my umbrella? Surely not. And had I my umbrella, would it now be raining? Surely not. Hey, Mommy, come in here, where it's warm. I need you, Mommy. Make me feel safe. Oh no, please. Please, God, no. Talk soft. A guy was about to murder this woman, and Batman saved her. Get your ugly ass in there, bitch. We taking a ride. Man, You paining me, Joanne. You messing with my livelihood. Not my face, Silk, please. Ah! Look at you, Joni. You went on and grew another nostril. Hey, man, take it someplace else. I don't need the grief. Shut your hairy face and drive. Yeah, all right. Just make it quick. You left us one unpleasant customer back there, Joni. Listen, Silk. Dog-eat-dog world. Pretty much a pimp shoved his prostitute into a taxi and is trying to beat her up. Well, is beating her up. And he paid the taxi cab to just ignore it. Taxi man to ignore it. That bastard wanted me to. You smile a little wider now, Joni. Just who had this baby tuned. What the? Ease up back there, man. I'm still paying for these wheels. Don't stick us. That was the roof. The roof? That's right, the roof. And if someone messing with me... Oh man, on start already. Batman saved the prostitute and took the money and tore it up. Come on, Michelle, we'll cut through the arcade. But Carrie, nobody comes here, not anymore. Brad says he saw the mutants here. Chill out, Michelle, it's only a block, and I figure I don't mind my notes getting all wet, just like I figure I did to double study hall for fun. So you flunked the chem tests for what? Your computer scores will bring your grade point Ave back up. And Brad said, I know, Michelle, but even mutants known to go home in the rain, and besides, it's too bright here for trouble. Don't go all Billy, Michelle. It's just a storm. Carrie, lights will come back on. See, No, it was just lightning. No, it was just lightning. Excuse me. Chick, 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 chick. Come in. Come here, chicken legs. She. Start with the little one. No! Carry on. Shh. Slice and dice, man. Slice and dice. Okay, man, I got my 9! Anything moves, I shoot with. Ah! Hey, Nico. Bags, what's he do? Ah! No! Put me down! No! That was Batman that saved them. Nico, I'm reading here. Aw. Love you, puppy. Lay down. Lay down, Nico. Lay down. Lay down, Nico. Nico, lay down. Sorry. You know what? Hold on for a minute. I need to get a drink of water. This reading's starting to dry my throat. There we go. Excuse me. Alright, so where was I? The mugger got executed, which is part of the he was part of the mutant gang. Nico, lay down. Lay down, Nico. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Or you could just go. Okay, good. Breakthrough in hair replacement techniques, and that's the... Excuse me. I've just been handed this bulletin. A large bat-like creature has been sighted on Gotham's south side. It is said to have attacked and seriously injured 3 cat burglars who have plagued that neighborhood. You don't suppose... Repeat, all units, robbery in the progress at Gotham Security Trust. There they are, kid. Let's motivate. This just in, 2 young children who disappeared this morning have been found unharmed in the Riverside warehouse. An anonymous tip led police to the warehouse where they found the children with 6 members of the mutant gang. All 6 are suffering from multiple cuts, contusions, and broken bones. They were rushed to the Gotham General Hospital. The children described an attack on the gang members by a huge man dressed like Dracula. That jalopy! It pulled away from the bank at the same... Hell with that! The custom job's got to be on, baby! Police phone lines are jammed with citizens describing what seems to be a siege on Gotham's underground by the Batman. Although several victims rescued have described the vigilante to News 12 reporters. Sorry for the stutter. Or I could be stupid that way. Commissioner James Gordon has declined to comment on whether or not this might mean the return of the Batman. You know, I'm going to read that again. Commissioner James Gordon has declined to comment on whether or not this might mean the return of the Batman. Gordon will have our heads if we lose them. Damn, that sucker can move. Hey, what's that? What's what? I can't... Up ahead, it's something weird. Kid, this ain't the time. But it's... Alright, what is it? Holy... Battered, wounded criminals are being found by police, while witnesses describe are confused and conflicting. You're slowing down! Yeah, we're in for a show, kid. Most descriptions seem to match the method and appearance of the Batman, or at least the impression he was known to make. And the Batman returns. This should be agony. I should be a mass of aching muscle, broken, spent, unable to move. And were I an older man, I surely would. Wild animal, growls, snarls, werewolf, surely. Monster, like with fangs and wings, and it can fly. Reality check Michelle, talk about composure, total lack of... He's a huge man, about 12 feet tall. But I'm a man of 30. of 20 again. The rain on my chest is a baptism. I'm born again. I smell their fear, and it is sweet. What the hell is... Can't see! Jesus, slow down! Stop the car! But what is that? Oh, gas! Hit the brakes! Hold on, I gotta do something real quick. Just need to refill. Excuse me. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Murray's leg! Leave him! That was Batman! Batman? Holy, I never thought he was real. These men are mine. You heard the man. You crazy? I'm going in. Kid, you don't want to get in his way. Kid! Couldn't be the Batman. Turk said he killed Batman. Turk says lots. 4 of them. 1 in the car. Leg broken. In shock. Hard to see. Quiet. Other 3 are armed. And smart enough to hang close together. But they're scared. Floor's weak. Doesn't feel safe. So live dangerously. And shut up. If it is him, he's got to be pretty old. Shh. Old enough to need my legs to climb a rope. Shh! Over there! Fire low! They're fast. Shouldn't have gone so easy on them in the car. We get him? Hard to tell. Have to assume we didn't. What? Wait. What's that sound? He never used to make sounds. I don't like this. You got a spare clip? Get your own goddamn clip. Hey, there's the cop car. Welcome to hell. Ah! You might hit Mackie! Might? Did you? Mackie? Yeah. But I don't see... No! Kill him, I'll kill him! The last one usually is the one to lose it. So I let him, and I let him come to me. Then I hear the rookie's footsteps coming up fast behind me. I'll have to keep him from getting killed. Everybody freeze! Ah! The rookie's safe for the 5 seconds. It will take him to find his pistol. I play the shadows, forcing the hood to come close. He makes less noise in the truck. There are 7 working defenses from this position. 3 of them disarm with minimal contact. 3 of them kill. The other hurts. You're under arrest, mister! You've crippled that man! He's young. He'll probably walk again. But he'll stay scared. Won't you, punk? Sweet Jesus! Sweet Jesus! Let's see what you've got. Cigarettes? No wonder you're so slow. Oh Christ, I can't stand! I mean it! Get away from him! I'll shoot! Don't try it, kid. He's being patient with you as it is. Nice to have you back, Bats. Go to their car, kid. Fetch the payroll. I don't believe this. It isn't in the car. It's nowhere around here. Pills no end to your bad habits. Pills. Excuse me. Pills. No end to your bad habits. Please. You know, Bats, I saw you once, back when I was working the last end. I was a rookie, like Schmuckface here. It was a long time ago. At the bank. Was there a second car?
Car? Yeah, an old jalopy. Didn't think.
You weren't supposed to.
Anyway, it was a rainy night, just like this. I was walking my beat. I was just a kid back then. And I saw this guy draw a gun on.
Tell Gordon we have to talk.
Sure thing, Bats. But how's he supposed to get in touch with... Oh yeah, now I remember. Excuse me. Excuse me.
One almost expects to see that bat signal striking the side of one of Gotham's twin towers. Yes, he gave us quite a night. Sure kept the hospitals busy. Yes, Maury, but I think it's a mistake to think of this in purely political terms.
And Joker's watching the news, and he suddenly knows everybody's talking about Batman.
Rather, I regard it as a symbolic resurgence of the common man's will to resist.
Bats.
A rebirth of the American fighting spirit.
Batman.
Ease up, Lana. The only thing he signifies is an aberrant, psychotic force.
Darling.
Mortality bankrupt, political hazardous, reactionary, paranoid. A dangerous to every citizen of Gotham. Perhaps, Maury, perhaps. The Batman is dangerous. But he's hardly as dangerous as his enemies, is he? Take Harvey Dent, just to pick a name. That's cute, Lana, but hardly a poros, and hardly fair to as troubled a soul as Harvey Dent's. He certainly is troubled for his victims. Was if Harvey Dent is returning to crime, and please note that I said if it goes without saying that he's not in control of himself. Sorry, Maury, but we're out of time. Enough. I'm sure this debate is far from over. For those of you who came in...
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry, I forgot how... Excuse me. Pardon me.
And Batman is? Certainly, he knows exactly what he's doing. His kind of social fascist always does. Then why do you call him psychotic? Because you like to use that word for any motive that's too big for your little mind? Because he fights crime instead of perpetrating it?
You don't call excessive force a crime? How about assault, fat lady? Or breaking and entering, huh? Try reckless and...
Ding!
Sorry, Maury, but we're out of time. Enough, I'm sure this debate is far from over. For those of you who came in late, today's point versus point was concerned with last night's attack on dozens of individuals who may have been criminals by a party or parties who may have been the Batman. Also of concern is this morning's announcement by Police Media Relations Director Louis Gallagher that a defaced dollar coin was found on one side of the suspects. In last night's payroll robbery, those who remember the crimes of Harvey Dent will recognize this as his trademark. Police Commissioner Gordon has refused to confirm that he has issued an arrest order.
Screw the press!
Still hot on the heels of Batman's apparent return.
No more leaks, Gallagher, or I'll have your head on a stick! Son of a...
This does give one a sense of deja vu.
Turn that goddamn thing off, Merkel.
A sad, strange criminal was Harvey... Commissioner, if you please.
You still here?
My client has yet to be charged, Commissioner, and with good reasons. Let's we drop this, Your client has been in and out of
prison out since he learned to walk. Your clients filed the scene of a felony and fired on policemen with an illegal weapon. Where'd I put those cigars, Merkel? Top drawer. No loot, no robbery, Commissioner. He has not been identified as having fired upon your men. And as for the weapon, them things'll kill me. Batman put it there during a criminal assault. That left 2 men in deep shock. Yeah, bullshit. Excuse the commentary. Another in a body cast. And with my client with a shattered femur, his physical and emotional trauma. Matches, Merkel. Vest pocket. Should be enough to constrain you to hunt down that lunatic and cease this harassment of his victims. Can you hear me, Commissioner? Drop release papers for Firmer here, Merkel. Not until he is assured of protection. You heard me, Merkel?
Ah! Easy, Alfred. Easy.
If it's suicide you're after, Master Bruce, I have the recipe for an old family potion. It's slow in working and quite painful. You'd like it. Wayne Infirmary. Yes, sir. Just a moment, sir. It's gone, sir. Shall I say you're incapacitated? Hello, Commissioner. No, I'm just fine. You'll just have to wear it wet. That's interesting. You're releasing him now, are you? You know, sir, that there is a precedent for wheelchair detectives. Shut up, Alfred.
We will kill the old man, Gordon. His women will weep for him. We will chop him. We will grind him. We will bathe in his blood. I myself will kill the fool Batman. I will rip the meat from his bones and suck them dry. I will eat his heart and drag his body through the street. Don't call us a gang. Don't call us a criminals. We are the law. We are the future. Gotham City belongs to the mutants. Soon the world will be ours.
With that videotape message, the mutant leader, whose name and face remain a secret, has declared war on the city of Gotham and on its most famous champion.
Excuse me. I gotta let my dog out. The mutant leader thing is in the next issues, if I want to do the next issue. The room is split between light and dark, clean and dirty, but the split isn't even. It favors the dirtier. It's as dark as if the dark side is claiming the room. Excuse me, like I'm such illiterate. Or dyslexic, I don't know. As it claimed the coin.
Face! It was Batman! He...
Your boss left. He knew I'd track him. If he is Harvey Dent, he's a menace to every life in Gotham. I know you're very concerned about that.
Get away from me!
You're going to tell me everything you know, sooner or later. If it's later, I won't mind.
No! Stay back! I got rights! The man, pretty much stumbles out of the window.
You've got rights. Lots of rights. Sometimes I count them just to make myself feel crazy. But right now, you've got a piece of glass shoved into a major artery in your arm. Right now, you're bleeding to death. Right now, I'm the only one in the world who can get you to a hospital in time.
Batman? Yeah, I think he's A-okay. He's kicking just the right butts. Butts the cops ain't kicking. That's for sure. Hope he goes after the homos next. I should let you know, these comics were written around...
Here, hold on, I got blow my nose. Fucking allergies.
Some slurs or references, like the Gotham Twin Towers, these comics were made around the 80s. Excuse me. So if you're wondering, this was made around the 80s, right when, well, it was way before 9/11, and that most people got equal rights. Makes me sick. We must treat the socially misoriented with rehabilitative methods. We must patiently rely on their... Excuse me? No, I never live in the city. Can't believe you had it put back, Commissioner. If Gallagher knew. Gallagher doesn't run this department yet, Merkel. But isn't there some other way to call him? At least a dozen. Then why? Don't let them know, Merkel. Don't let everyone know. Hit it. Obviously, a fascist never heard of civil rights. And doesn't the TV just love him? They all love him. The American conscience died with the Kennedys. Too true. All the marching we did, it's like it never happened now. I know. Sometimes I despair. Give me another hit of that, huh? Gordon turns on the back signal. Twice as big as you can imagine. That's all he had to say? That's all he knew, Jim. But tomorrow is the 2nd, and a Tuesday. Excuse me. So it's just a matter of figuring out what he's after. The payroll robbery was committed to sponsor it. Sponsor it? That doesn't make sense. 2 helicopters were stolen today. One a state-of-the-art military fighter, the other an old army surplus job. That's got to be Den's work. With that payroll, he could have brought them. Then it's going to be a crime by air, using something else more costly. He's not careful, whoever he is. You still don't think it's Dent? I hope not. Harvey wrestled long and hard with his own other side, to have it devour him now. But if it's Harvey, sorry for the misreading. If it's Harvey, we'll catch him. The trick will be to keep him alive. He's possessed, Jim, out of control. I think he wants to die. We are talking about Harvey Dent. It shouldn't be difficult to find this target. Accessible by helicopter and twice as big. Yes, Merv, I'm convinced of Harvey's innocence, absolutely. However, I won't go so far as to say I'm sure he hasn't returned to crime. I know that sounds confusing. These things often do to the layman, but I'll try to explain without getting overly technical. You see, it all gets down to this Batman fellow. The psychiatrist that was pretty much the therapist for Harvey Dent is on the news talking to the interviewer. Batman's psychotic, simulative, psychotic behavior pattern is like a net. Weak, agued neurotics like Harvey are drawn into corresponding, interstinct patterns. You might say Batman commits the crimes, using his so-called villains as narcissistic proxies. All the other guys given up on you, but I knew you. Excuse me. All the other guys given up on you, boss, but I knew you was okay. Be okay. You look good. The Tinker is a Batman villain that makes stuff. Well, you don't want to know about him. All you need to know is that he makes bombs. And he's talking to the Joker.
But you got some kind of keen escape planned? Well, you can count on me. But I got a problem. You know I like to make stuff. It's all I'm good at. Well, Harvey Dent wants to pay me a lot of money to make him some bombs. He needs some tonight. That's if I'm going to make them. And Joker smoking. You know something? Fuck it, I'm just gonna act like it. He's smoking. I haven't said yes yet. What kind of bombs? Issue's probably almost over. Oh boy. One more time I check my utility belt. Nerve gas impulse, freezing compound, cable, grappling hooks, stethoscope, painkillers. None of it's gone anywhere in the last 10 minutes. I shiv my legs to keep them from cramping and watch nights settle like a ceasefire on the city of Gotham. And I hear it. Sorry, my dog. My dog needs to get out. He can be such a douche whenever it comes to going outside and inside and outside and inside. There you go. So where was I? Hey. Batman's waiting on one of the towers. Excuse me. Dent, or whoever it is, sure to be in the newer helicopter. I'm hoping he'll land on the tower I picked, but I'm not counting on it. They split the army surplus shop cells down, sputtering like a cranky old man behind me. I picked the wrong roof. Good thing I brought the gun. The new one comes in low, a gleaming metal dragonfly. I'll have to buy one of those. The gun he's talking about, it's not what you think. It's a grappling gun. He simply just spotted and made it into a grappling gun. Batman does not use guns. It's one of those guns that shoot bigger grappling hooks so that he can get across the tower. Excuse me.
Broadcast live from Gotham's Twin Towers, it's News 2. Good evening, I'm Lola Chong. Tonight we're pleased to bring you a special report.
Pain that's 3 days old crawls across my back. I kick the dust from my joints and climb. It used to be easier. Oh boy, yeah. The copter attacked one of the towers. It's a good thing in the animated movie they made it the Gotham Light Towers instead of Twin Towers, because it's a good thing that this was released in the 80s, because they had no idea 9/11 was coming. Oh boy.
Batman Crusader or Menace, Gotham's living legend through the eyes of the very few who won.
Please stand by. We are experiencing technical difficulty. Whatever he's got in mind, he wants it public. Too bad I can't give him my attention. Not just yet. This stuff has a name. That's as long as your arm. It was developed by the military during one of our more contemptible wars. Sorry. I can be such illiterate. Hey! It concentrates a powerful stimulant to a section of the right hemisphere of your brain. A strong dose and you die of fright in 15 seconds. A light dose like this, and you spend 20 or 30 minutes reliving your least favorite nightmare. Batman didn't kill them. He used, few doses, in case you're wondering. I know, I'm an idiot. Well,
Mr. Obvious.
Nah, alright. The only effect I've noticed has a marked aversion to guns, knives, and crime fighters. As I suspected, a bomb with enough charge to demolish the building. Apparently a detonator job that would make sense. Wait, do those rings mean what I think they do? Am I on? The ignition process has already started. It could blow any second. Somebody went to the trouble of disguising it. But why? And who? People of Gotham let me apologize right off. Alright, hold on. I think I could try better. People of Gotham, let me apologize right off the bat for me interruption of your viewing pleasure. This is Harvey Dent speaking. Excuse me. Brilliant design, worthy of the Joker. I'm not up on these digital jobs. I stand here atop Gotham's beautiful twin towers, with 2 bombs capable of making them rubble. You have 20 minutes to save them. So I freeze it, and if I had time or the right, I'd say a prayer. Batman freezes a bomb with a nitroglycerin or something. Well, like one of those things that, can freeze stuff in an instant. He used that to disarm the bomb. Sorry for interrupting. The price is $5 million. I would have made it 2, but I've got bills to pay. 10 seconds later, both the building and I are standing, and exactly that much is right in the world. I take in the action on the other side. He's taped into the TV antenna, no doubt ransoming the lives of thousands, while the timer he doesn't know about is moments away from taking it all out of his hands. Harvey, if it is you, you've had every chance there is. Batman basically shot across the other tower, and he's gonna run across the line to get to the other tower. In 10 years, I've never felt so calm, so right. This would be a fine death. Batman got hit in the symbol. And usually about Batman is, before he had the yellow and black symbol on his chest, so because if criminals were to aim at his chest, he would have a bulletproof armor under that symbol. So that's magnum load has to be, hits me like a freight train. The plate holds. Why do you think I wear a target on my chest? Can't armor my head. Left arm numb. If it's a heart attack, I'm finished. A fine death, but there are the thousands to think of. And Harvey. I have to know. He shot another grapple at the helicopter. Excuse me. I think it's someone had it unbalanced. He's got your style, Harvey, and your guns. Excuse me. He's got your style, Harvey, and your guts. Unfortunately for him, he's got no more sense of self-preservation than you did. And inspires the same level of loyalty from his men. Nico! What are you doing? Hold on. Oh. Hold on. Oh, fuck it.
with me today. You don't have to worry. I'm all yours today, Nico. Andrew left for work?
Yeah.
Huh?
Nico, stay.
He was walking,
Hey,
right?
you guys, stay.
Here we go.
How long ago did you leave?
I think he left around 11.
All right, Nico, let's go up.
He had to walk to work. He didn't take hours for him to get to work.
Okay, sweetheart. Happy New Year.
All right, Happy New Year.
Nice doggy.
Thanks.
He's happy the other one's not here, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, you guys be nervous about Crystal. I think I got a bag. Would you mind passing?
That's what I want.
Okay. 2 or 1? All right. All right, there you go.
Mine's a big circle.
Yeah.
Right there at the door. Okay, yeah.
All right. Okay.
Next time you come to dinner.
All right.
Okay, your choice. Anytime. Don't feel pressured.
All right. Take care, big guy.
You always can say no.
Hey, guy, you take care.
Thank
And you're looking good, too.
you.
I may be back if I get lost.
All right.
Please watch. Rub
Okay,
it.
Nico.
Please don't trip you.
All right, Nico,
Okay, you'll lock the door when we
Yeah.
leave.
All right.
Okay.
take good care of my gate.
Okay. See you soon, sweetheart.
Love you too.
Give my best to Nico.
Okay. All right. Sorry about that. Aunt and uncle came by to pick up eggnog. I really didn't want to start all over again. I'm close to finishing it. Hey, Nico. Hey, puppy. Lay down, Nico. Lay down. Or go lay down. Okay. Alright, so Batman pretty much hooks. He's got your style, Harvey, and your guts. Unfortunately for him, he's got no more sense of self-preservation than you did, and inspires the same level of loyalty from his men. It takes nearly a man to fall from this height, and despite what you may have heard, you're likely to stay conscious all the way down. Thoughts like that keep me warm at night. The impact is tremendous. Even bone is turned to powder. Not much of a corpse left, mostly liquid. Problem is, there might not be any fingerprints. Even dental records would probably be useless. And like I said, Harvey, I have to know. We tumble like lovers. Batman pretty much saved Harvey, and he crashed him and Harvey to the window in the building. The air is cold. The night is silent. Batman's fighting Harvey. The copter explodes, leaving the world no poorer. 4 men die. Harvey. What are you so mad about, Bats? I've been a sport. You have to admit that I played along. You took your joke about as far as I could go. Got the whole world to smile at me. Got them all to keep their lunches down when they saw my face. Saying I was cured. Saying I was fixed. The scars go deep. Too deep. Take a look. Have your laugh. I'm fixed all right. At least both sides match. I close my eyes and listen. Not fooled by sight. I see him. Have your laugh, Batman. Take a look. As he is. Take a look. Nico. Snout. I see him. I see a reflection, Harvey. A reflection. And that is all for, and that was issue 1 of The Dark Knight Returns. I may read issue 2 later, but who knows. So, basically, y'all, I'm sorry if this video was long, and I'm sorry for the mild interruption. So, if you watched it for this long, then awesome. Thanks for being a good sport. Okay, so that is all today for Book Reader. Book reading by me. Well, yeah. My puppy's such an intentional. Look at that. See that? That is my dog. He is so big. Look at him. He's fucking big. Look at him. Okay, puppy. There you go. You're such a good puppy. Oh boy. He loves the attention he's getting. And I'm not talking about petting. Alright, okay, so that'll be all for today. I might read the next issue later. So this is Mike Apicella signing off. Or that's not my, yeah. Mike Apicella signing off. Alright, say bye-bye, Nico. Say see ya. See ya, comrade. See ya, comrade. See ya, comrade. I